So today in this tutorial, I will showing you how you could recreate this Apple UIText animation inside After Effects. To even make this tutorial even more easy for you, I have divided the tutorial into different parts which you can follow with me and get the animation recreated by yourself in less than 10 minutes. So without wasting any further time, let's jump right into the After Effects. So first thing first, let's create our composition to 1080 by 1980 pixels. And I'm using the duration around 10 seconds, which is good enough for this animation. As now our composition is ready, first thing first we are going to add a solid layer. Inside that solid layer we are going to add a gradient. To add a gradient you can either use a 4-color gradient or you can use the gradient ramp. In my case I'm going to go with the gradient ramp because I'm going to use 2 colors inside my background. Now for the colors, set one corner to deep black and the opposite to a dark purple, almost like a muted violet. This gives that clean, modern and premium contrast. As our background is now ready to go, we are going to add our UI text holder. To make the UI text holder, I'm going to make a shape layer. To create the shape layer, we are going to use the rounded rectangle tool. After the rectangle is placed, go to the contents and then in rectangle 1, we have to edit the roundness of this rectangle. You can choose the roundness as your preferences, but for me I'm going to go with the 92 pixels. As our rectangle is now ready to go, we are going to add a 4-color gradient. Inside the 4-color gradients, first we are going to adjust the color points according to the position we like in our rectangle. For the first color, I'm going to go with the black. For the second one, I'm going to go with the dark purple but with the contrast to the background. And for the third one, I'm also going to use a purple but with the lighter shade to make the contrast with the background. This looks good for now. Now it's time to add the Bevel and Emboss. To add the Bevel and Emboss, right click on the layer and go to the layer styles. Inside the layer style, you will find the Bevel and Emboss. Inside the Bevel and Emboss, you can either copy my exact settings or you can play around with the settings to find what works best for you. Make sure to use the smooth or chisel hard technique and then use the smoothness to 0, or maybe you can use a little bit smoothness to give it a more 3D Apple-like look. Now it's the most important part of the video where we are going to animate our rectangle. To animate the UI text holder, first go to the 3-second time frame where we are going to create the keyframes for position and scale inside the transform panel. Inside the contents, go to the rectangle 1 and inside the rectangle 1 we are going to create the keyframes for size, position and roundness. After that, go to the start of the animation and then we are going to animate our UI text holder. Now this animation is personally based on the personal preference or how you would like your animation to start or end. I want to make it feel like a notification coming from top of the slider. Now I'm going to change the keyframes into a parallax style so that my animation doesn't look flat. For example, I want my rectangle to change the roundness at the end of the animation while the position stays continuous for the 1 to 3 second time frame. Here I have experimented a little bit and replayed my animation for more than one time to see what works best for me. Just to let you know guys, I have the Reach plugins which allows me to use multiple time graphs individually, which I can use to time frame my graph easily. Just to let you know guys, these time frames will allow you to control how your animation will react. It shows that my animation will start fast and end smooth and slowly. While if I use this graph, it showcases that my animation will start slow and then in the middle it will move fast and at the end of the animation it will again end slow. So basically you have to experiment with the different time graphs to see what works best for your animation style. Now you might be feeling that this whole scene looks absolutely flat and looks boring and nobody wants to look at it. So that's why we are going to texturize our whole UI text animation. To texturize our animation, the first effect we are going to use is called Deep Glow. We are going to add the Deep Glow to our rectangle. Now this effect doesn't come with the After Effects, so you have to install a separate plugin for this effect. I'm going to reduce the exposure to around 0.38 and I'm going to use as much radius as I want. Now for the finishing touches, I'm going to add a texture. For this, I'm going to add an adjustment layer above everything. To add the adjustment layer, go to the layer, then new and then hit adjustment layer. Inside this adjustment layer, I'm going to use two effects. The first effect is going to be posterizer and the second one is going to be the noise effect. Inside the posterize, you can use whatever value works best for you. For example, in my case, 62 is working fine and it's giving that posterize effect to my animation. For the noise, I would recommend don't go super hard or don't go too below that it doesn't even feel that there is noise present in your animation. For example, for me, I'm using 6% of the noise. I was not completely satisfied with the colors of our UI text holder, so I've experimented a little bit and changed it later in the animation progress. Now finally, it's time to add our text. For the text, I'm going to add Apple UI text animation in the pop-in fonts with Apple word in italic and the remaining text bold out. Now we are going to animate our text layer. To animate the text layer, first up, I'm going to move my text layer at the ending of the animation of our UI text holder. Click on the animate button in the text layer. After that, click on animate and add position and then add opacity. And in the opacity, change the opacity to around 0%. Once you have done this, go to the range selector, then go to the advanced, then change the units from character to words. After that, you have to change the shape properties to the ramp up. Then change the easy high to -50% and easy low to 100%. After that, just simply animate the offset from 100% to 0% respectively. And basically, you are done with the animation. Just to finalize everything, we are going to add a light sweep effect. These effects come built in After Effects. You can copy my exact settings or you can set the direction to match your light source and then adjust the width to around 150 to 200 pixels. And then keyframe the center point to animate from left to right across the shape. This gives you the signature Apple shimmer. Now you can see there's light sweep effect coming out of our rectangle and it looks absolutely flat and we don't want this. And if you are someone who's also countering this issue, this is maybe because our light sweep effect layer is below the deep glow effect and the deep glow effect is actually affecting this layer also. So make sure the light sweep effect is above the deep glow layer. And as you can see, once I move my CC light sweep effect layer above the deep glow, there's no more light leaking out of our rectangle. And there we have our UI text animation is ready to go. I hope sure you liked the video and understood the concept of how to use the Apple UI text animation. If you want to see more tutorials like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.